Hello everybody, good morning and welcome to lesson 6 of our narrative unit. You should be watching this on the 21st of April. So our learning objective today, it says, can I add the suffix ed? Now that might not mean a lot to you at the moment, but don't worry, hopefully it'll all become clear as the lesson continues. So we're going to be having a really good look today at our verbs, which are doing words, so words which tell you what to do. They're the action word in a sentence, these verbs, and as you can see I've highlighted them in purple down here, so we'll have a look at those in just a moment. So in task 1 it says, so our first activity for today, play Simon Says with a partner. So this might be with a brother or sister, this might be with your parent. So it says include a verb or doing word in each instruction. Okay, so for example, Simon says jump up high. So our verb there, or our doing word, the word that we are doing, the word that we're doing is not Simon. You can't Simon someone, can you? It doesn't make any sense. It's not high, that's the adjective, that's what's describing. It's this one just here. It is the verb to jump. I jump, you jump, we jump. It's that word just there. Simon says curl up in a ball. So curl is your verb just there. And finally, Simon says, look at your toes. So look is the verb. It's that action word. It's telling you what to do. It's the doing word in your sentence. Okay, so that word is look. Now, these are just 3 examples that I've given you, but I know children, you've played Simon Says before, and I'm sure you can have a go at making up your own instructions. And just think really carefully while you're playing, what's the doing word in my sentence? So maybe just check with your partner and get them to ask you. They can do the Simon Says action and then they could ask, oh, what's the doing word in your sentence? See if you can find it. Okay, wonderful. Let's move on, everybody. So thinking about that suffix ed, so it says here, when we write our doing words or verbs in the past tense, we must add a suffix. Now the suffix is just the bit that goes on the end of your word. So it's some letters that go on the end of your word. The past tense means it has already happened. So past tense means something that has already happened to us. And so it might just be with these sentence starters. So it might say yesterday, so that means it happened in the past. Or earlier, that means it's already happened. Things that have happened already. Okay. So I've got a little verb table down here. I've got my verbs at the top. As you can see, I've got the verb look, walk, call, talk, and roll. And then underneath, everybody, I've added this suffix ed onto the end of my verbs to make them into past tense verbs. So we'll use the sentence starter yesterday and see if it makes sense. So we've got here look, okay, and we could say today I look, but yesterday I looked, and you can see that sound at the end there with that ed suffix. Looked, yesterday I looked out the window. Walk, maybe you'd like to pause the video here and see what would that sound like with an ed suffix on the end. That's right, everybody, it's walked, and it sounds a bit like there's a t on the end, walked, but it's not a t, it's an ed, it's an f and a d, making the sound d on the end, walked. Just quite tricky to think about. Okay, so when you hear that sound on the end, you might think to yourself, remind yourself, it's that ed suffix making that sound. Okay, all right, so moving on, we've got here call becomes called, like I called my friend. Talk becomes talked, I talked to my friend. And roll becomes rolled, I rolled on the ground. Okay, so that's our verb table just there. You might like to pause the video now and just have a go at writing out those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 verbs in the past tense. You might like to have a go at that now, everybody. Okay, so our final task for today. Now, I've got the luxury of having the caption just here for myself, but for you guys, you might just like to write a list. So I'll explain the task first. It says here, let's read the passage. Some verbs are written in the past tense. Can you write down the verbs ending in the suffix ed? So I'm going to be looking in this caption for any words that end in that ed suffix, making them a past tense verb. So I'm going to grab my highlighter here. Now you guys won't be able to highlight the text, but you will be able to make a list. So if you just list the past tense verbs that you find in this text, that'd be wonderful. You can create your list and then submit that to Class Dojo. So let's have a look. Good morning, said the friendly ladybird. Now said is a past tense verb, but it hasn't got that ed ending, so I'm going to leave that one for now. Go away, shouted. Oh, shouted. It's a verb, it's a doing word, and it's got that ed ending on the end there. Shouted. I'm going to highlight that one. Excellent. Go away, shouted the bad-tempered ladybird. Now I've got an ed ending on tempered just here, but it's not a past tense verb. I don't need to worry about that one. I want those aphids. We can share them, suggested. Oh, suggested the friendly ladybird. So to suggest, if you suggested something in the past tense, we can share them, suggested the friendly ladybird. Now I can see that ed ending there. No, they're mine, all mine, screamed. Oh, I've got another one there. Gosh, this bad-tempered ladybird's really going for it today. Screamed the bad-tempered ladybird. So if we're doing it in the present tense, today I scream at my friend, or jolly well hope not. And this one is in the past tense, screamed the bad-tempered ladybird. So you can hear that d sound at the end, made with an ed suffix. Or do you want to fight me for them? Excellent, everybody. So there were 3 past tense verbs in there using the ed suffix. If you'd like to really challenge yourself today, you can write these in a little list for yourself, submit them to Class Dojo. And if you're looking for an extra challenge, maybe you could try and use them in a sentence. So I might try and use the word shouted and say, Miss Parsons shouted at the top of her lungs. Oh, that would be a fantastic sentence. Okay, everybody, I'm really looking forward to seeing your work today, everyone, and seeing how you get on with this task, and it will really help with our work for the rest of the week. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.